to my channel. If you guys have not seen the first video from this week, which is my favorite hygiene products, definitely be sure to go check that out. Today we're going to be talking about feminine hygiene. I have two other videos on my channel all about feminine hygiene. If you have not seen them, definitely go check them out. But in every video, I like to talk about something different, something that I've learned along the way that I simply want to share with you guys. So let's get started. I have my notes on my phone, and in between every hygiene video that I do, especially feminine hygiene, I take notes on things that I'm doing differently, things that seem to help me that may help you guys. So I'm going to be reading from my notes. Okay, so the very first thing, guys, I don't even know how to say this. I have gotten a little bit thick, on the thicker side. So something, I don't even know how to say it. I have been experiencing my thighs rubbing together. I've never experienced that in my life. I've always been super duper skinny. So when I started to put on more weight, it was very new to me to have my thighs rubbing together. Like, it was just a foreign concept to me. So immediately I went on YouTube. I'm like, what can I do about this? Because chafing is the devil. You don't want your skin to get darker down there. But I mean, if you have big thighs, it's bound to happen. So the first thing that I started to do was put deodorant in between my thighs. Now, when I say deodorant, I do not mean deodorants like Dove or Secret, simply because they have extremely harmful chemicals and you don't want that down there near your lady parts or anywhere other than your underarms in general. So I already had a natural deodorant that didn't really work for my armpits that well, and I just started to use it on my thighs, and it helped my skin to rub together smoothly. Didn't feel like I was about to get rug burn or anything. It just seemed to work really well for me. The deodorant that I use for in between my thighs is the Aloe deodorant. It has activated charcoal and coconut in it. So if you would like to put deodorant down there, I would definitely recommend using one that's more on the natural side, because you don't want your skin to be experiencing anything crazy. But what I can say is, since I started using this deodorant, I'm definitely a lot more comfortable if I'm wearing skirts, dresses, anything, especially in the summertime when it's hot outside. This has been working like a charm for me. The next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is shaving. I feel like everyone has their shaving routine. You know, you find a routine that you like and you stick with it. But for me, my skin has been extremely sensitive lately, and it's been really hard for me to find a routine that I like and stick to it. So I've been doing a lot of things differently in my shaving routine just to baby my skin as much as possible. The first thing that I started to do was scrubbing before and after I shave my skin, especially, well, since this is a feminine hygiene video, especially in my downstairs area. I don't have the coffee scrub to show you guys, but the recipe is 2 tablespoons of the coffee grounds, olive oil, and you just kind of eyeball that depending on how thick or loose you want your scrub to be. And then I would add a little bit of baking soda to it just to help with hyperpigmentation down there. But the coffee scrub mixed with the olive oil is really safe down there for your lady parts, and it has a lot of benefits when it comes to making sure that your skin is nice and clean and exfoliated. And I didn't want to put a store brand scrub down there just because you really don't know what's in it. So by making it myself, I really know what I'm putting into it, and I know that it's safe for my skin. So I would scrub with this coffee scrub right when I'm done washing my body, because you don't want to start shaving right when you get in the shower. You want to give your skin time to loosen up. So after I wash my body, I would go ahead with the coffee scrub, and I really like the coffee scrub because it doesn't dissolve like a sugar scrub would. The grounds are gonna stay the same the whole time that you're exfoliating. So once I'm done exfoliating, then I would go in with this Venus with Olay. I was like, who is this by, Venus or Olay? So it's Venus with Olay, and it is their shower and shave cream in the scent vanilla cream. This stuff smells so amazing. I'm the type of person to where I was just using those little 75-cent shower creams and it didn't really like matter to me. But this one was all over Twitter, and I just decided to try it, and it smells so good. It smells like candy or something, like I don't really know, but it smells really good. And it's like a really thick lotion, so if you don't like stuff like that, then I wouldn't recommend using it. But I would use this on my skin to shave with. And then as far as my razor, recently I've been using men's razors, and I find that they work exactly the same. They're just cheaper. I think this is a Gillette razor, I'm pretty sure, but I like the razors that have at least 3 blades. I feel like the ones with 1 or 2, you'll be in the shower all day and it just takes a ridiculous amount of time. So I would just use this and shave in the direction that your hair grows. I find that a lot of people like to shave going upside down and side to side, and that can cause you a lot of issues in itself, especially if you're someone with sensitive skin. You want to be shaving in the direction that your hair goes. So make sure you're shaving the right way or you're gonna have a lot of problems. So after I'm done shaving, it is so important to make sure that your razor is clean. Yes, they are disposable razors, but nobody disposes of them after the first time. I mean, if you do, okay, but even if you're shaving your armpits and you might not be using it as much as you think, you really need to make sure that your razors are nice and clean, because if they're not, you can get ingrowns, razor bumps, and you just don't want all of that bacteria and dead skin constantly going back on there. So what I like to do is run it over extremely hot water before I put it back, just to make sure that it's clean and I'm killing as much of the bacteria as possible. So after I shave my skin, then I go back in with the coffee scrub just to make sure that all of the exfoliated hair can get out. Nothing is trapped underneath the surface that you can't see. So just go in with that one more time. And then when I get out of the shower, something that I've been loving to do is spray my bikini area with aloe vera juice. I don't think a lot of people know this trick. It was just something that I just started doing because aloe vera juice is so multi-purpose and it has so many benefits of it. And I found that after I'm shaving and your skin is still open, it needs something to help soothe the skin and to help to close your pores. Aloe vera definitely helps to soothe your skin. It'll help with that hyperpigmentation. It'll help to calm your skin because shaving is really hectic on your skin. So I find that spraying down there with aloe vera will help my skin to close up and prevents razor bumps, ingrowns, all that stuff. After I'm done spraying down there, oh god, okay. After I'm done with the aloe vera, I go in with this Smooth Me Ingrown Hair Serum. It's good for ingrown hairs and razor bumps. I got this from European Wax Center after I got waxed one time and one time only. So I've been using this. I've had it for about 6 months now, and I use it after every time that I shave. It just helps to keep your skin extremely smooth and to make sure that it does not bump up, because like I told you guys, my skin is extremely sensitive. So if my skin is rubbing up against underwear, pants, or whatever, I'm gonna have a lot of irritation down there. So this has definitely helped to keep my skin nice and calm. And then the last thing that I do over top of that ingrown hair smoother, I will either put Vaseline to kind of seal everything in and create a kind of barrier in between my skin and my clothes. The last thing that I do after putting on the Smooth Me Ingrown Hair Smoother is Vaseline to kind of be a barrier in between my skin and my clothes. It really just helps to make sure that my skin is not getting too dry or chafing or razor bumps. And so, yeah, that's the end of what I do when I'm shaving. For some people that may seem like a lot, but my skin needs all the help that it can get, and I don't really have time for ingrowns, razor bumps, no. So anybody with sensitive skin, you guys know you have to do a lot to your skin just to make sure that it stays pretty. My next tip for you guys would be yoni steaming. Yoni steaming is literally using different herbs and products to steam your vagina like you would your face. I do have a video on yoni steaming. If you guys want to see it, definitely go check it out. But basically it helps your body to do different functions. So say you have your period coming up and you have very harsh cramps, you might add a specific herb into the water and sit over it and steam your yoni to help with your next menstrual cycle. I did it one time and I do feel like it definitely helped me to feel really clean. I felt like it just helped me to feel clean, helped me feel refreshed. I did it after my period just so that I could kind of feel like back to my normal self, and I do think that it helped me and I really enjoyed doing it. Yoni steaming is something that you can kind of tweak to make it your own. Different herbs have different benefits for your body, so I would definitely encourage you guys to look up herbs for the benefits that you want. Like if you're having insomnia, cramps, like I said, any kind of women issue, you can definitely find herbs that'll help you in your yoni steam. Next is probiotic tea. I'm not sure if I talked about this in my last video, but Yogi has a cranberry, it's like cran or cinnamon probiotic tea. I'll put a picture of it, and I love that tea. I drink it almost every single day. If you guys do not know what probiotics are, it is basically the good bacteria that your stomach needs to stay nice and healthy, and probiotics help with your lady parts as well. Helps to keep your pH balanced, just help you to stay clean and balanced all together. So the probiotic tea, definitely, it tastes really good. Like, you would think that it tastes nasty, but it actually has a really sweet taste, and I feel like it helps me. I drink it when I'm on my period, just to make sure that everything can stay nice and regulated, and it just helps to clean your stomach out, and everything is honestly connected. So if your stomach is going through a lot, so is your vagina. So you definitely want to make sure that you're keeping everything nice and balanced. If you are someone who does not like to shave, I have waxed before. I've done hard wax, and I've also done sugar waxing. With the hard wax, I went to European Wax Center, and I mean, the experience was okay. I was comfortable and all that. I just don't really feel like it's something that I would do again. It was painful, but I feel like $50 every 4 weeks, just kind of outrageous to me right now. I don't know if maybe I'll feel differently when I'm older, probably not, but $50 just sounded outrageous, or it doesn't sound, it is outrageous. If you are someone who does not like to shave, you definitely have the alternative of waxing. I've waxed once and only once. I don't think I'll ever do it again. It was painful, and it is extremely expensive. $50 for about once a month just sounds extremely ridiculous to me. If you are someone who waxes once a month, kudos to you, but I like my money to go to food, Chick-fil-A, carry out, all that stuff, and I don't have time to be dying on the table at European Wax Center every month. But I can say that it was smooth for a couple of weeks, but the price and the pain definitely outweighed it, and I always hear people saying that it gets better as you go on, your hair comes back thinner. I mean, that's great, but the experience for me was not something that I would want to do again, but I definitely would encourage you guys to go out and try it at least once to see how you like it. So I also have done sugar waxing. I literally did it yesterday by myself, and I was pretty shocked that it worked. So with the sugar waxing, I literally just did a cup of sugar and 1/3 cup of water, brought that to a boil, let it cool, and I already had wax strips, so I just put it on my bikini area and ripped it right off. It definitely hurt a lot less than the hard wax, and I feel like it's inexpensive. Sugar is so cheap, and it's something that I can do myself, so I won't have to be spending as much money to go back and forth to get somebody else to do it when you can do it yourself. So if you guys would like to try waxing, I think that sugar waxing is a great alternative to it, and if your body hates shaving or just doesn't respond great to it, definitely try waxing, because it rips the hair straight out, so you won't have as many issues with razor bumps, and it doesn't come back as fast. So I think it's a great idea. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye, guys.